Hello and welcome to FEW Battle of the Gods, where tonight we'll be crowning a brand new King and Queen of FEW. Obviously last year we saw Morgan Jones and Hayden Roberts pick up the King and Queen titles. So tonight we'll be crowning two brand new members of royalty is the word I'm after there. And of course we have a stacked amount of championship matches in between that. So we'll be kicking off tonight with the King of the Ring final, which will see Thomas take on Scythe. We then follow up with the FEW GB Championship match, which is an underground matchup between it's Morgan Jones now. Sorry, Force of Habit that is. Morgan Jones taking on the current GB champion Marcus Cross. We then have the FEW Women's Tag Championships on the line between, obviously, Texas Kingdom defending the titles against April and Mia. This was an open challenge. April and Mia said we want another shot at those titles after we lost at Summer Solstice. Texas Kingdom said come at them, so that's where we're at. We then have the DKE Championship on the line. Raphael once again wants a shot at Ian Park in that DKE Championship, and this time it's inside a steel cage, so you can win by pinfall, submission, or escaping the cage. We then have the FEW Tag titles on the line between Mystery, who won the obviously Fatal 4-Way recently. They'll be facing the current champion Stud Express, who, if they win tonight, they will officially break the record for longest reigning tag team champions in a single reign. Obviously, by the time we have our next episode of, our next event, basically, they would have broke it. I think it's like a day. There's a day difference. So, obviously, it may as well say tonight they break the record. They officially do break it a day before Night of Scares, but it's easy enough to say they break the record tonight. We then have the Undisputed FEW Championship on the line. Adam Wolf won the Fatal 5-Way recently. He will face Arthur Wayne for the Undisputed FEW Championship. We then have our main event, the Queen of the Ring final, which of course is a special guest referee match, which has been refereed by Hayden. Obviously, it's not just for the Queen title, it's for the FEW Apex title, and that is between Jessica Rogue and Olivia Kyle. So we have a really stacked card for you tonight. Our final 7-card show for now, and so we're moving on to at least like 9-10 matches going forward to counter the fact we've lost Showdown for a while. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into this opening matchup, the King of the Ring final, Thomas versus Scythe. Right, let's get straight into this opening bout, the final of the 2025 King of the Ring tournament. Scythe and Thomas going one-on-one for, I believe, literally this has got to be the first ever time of my memory they've gone one-on-one. Obviously, they both appeared in a 6-man tag match before at Collision Course back in 2022, and technically they brawled backstage in 2022 prior to, during actually the Night of Scares event, I believe it was, but I don't think they've officially gone one-on-one prior to tonight. And what an opportunity to do it over the King of the Ring title. Really, it's crazy that we never had them go one-on-one over a championship before. That bout would have been incredible to watch. Both, of course, former multi-time champions. And the funny thing is, when I was obviously getting ready for this, I started running through my mind. I was like, wait, obviously they've both been champions. Scythe's been DKE champion twice. He's been FEW Tag Team champion twice. Then on the other hand, you obviously got Thomas, who's been obviously 2-time FEW Undisputed champion. He's been, to an extent, 2-time FEW GB champion. So both have won titles, the other has not won. Thomas has never been DKE champion, he's never been tag team champion, where Scythe's never been undisputed champion, and he's never been GB champion. And to be fair, neither have actually gone for the titles that the other has won. Obviously, Scythe's never gone for the GB championship in a match. He's never gone for the undisputed championship as well. And then obviously on top of that, Thomas has never gone for the DKE title or the tag titles. Obviously, on Scythe's part, he technically appeared in the first ever Chamber of Champions match, of which the winner was guaranteed a shot at the obviously then FEW Championship. So technically, he got into this obviously the the moment before the championship matchup, he just fell short at the final hurdle. But to be fair to him, he may have fell short at the final hurdle, which obviously would have been, obviously the final hurdle would have been obviously Thomas is the FEW champion at Summer Solstice. Obviously, though he fell short at that, he still then got the opportunity to go for the tag titles, which he won in his first attempt. So it was one of those ones where it's like, you win some, you lose some. So he may have not been FEW champion at the time, but he did obviously win the tag titles because of it. Obviously, both didn't take part in the King of the Ring tournament last year because obviously both were champions of their own accords. Scythe, of course, like I said, DKE champion this time last year, whereas Thomas, of course, was the Undisputed champion this time last year. And I'm pretty certain they both appeared at this event last year. Thomas went one-on-one with Robert Lane, if I remember correctly, inside the cell. And Scythe, who would have Scythe gone up against last year? Let me just check real quick. For 2024 events, Battle of the Gods. Scythe went one-on-one with Lucifer, who obviously Thomas knows very well. And straight away, both locking up horns, and Scythe out-muscling the former multi-time Undisputed champion. Pinned him back in the corner after the ref broke him up. And here comes the vicious chops across the chest. Those are big-ass hands. And leave a big-ass red mark. Splash did connect, and he's looking for a pin very early here. One. Kick out at one. He notices there's a slight sign of respect there. A lot of times, obviously, you'll see obviously an opponent obviously put their arm across the face of their obviously who they're fighting. Obviously their opponent to obviously sort of get a bit more leverage in the pin and sort of like add a bit of insult to the pin. That was a standard pin there from Samuel Scythe. Thomas may have screwed him out of the FEW tag team titles back in 2022. Obviously when he was going through his draconic phase. But at the end of the day, he's still one of our best champions. So the respect being shown between these two, it's like the respect was shown between Thomas and Tobias. So pins him again back in that corner. Vicious elbows to the face. Again, another pinfall attempt. One. Kick out at one this time. Obviously, both haven't had the best of luck since, obviously, the start of this year, really, with titles. Oh, elbow. Scythe, of course, lost the DKE Championship at Heartbreaker, then lost back-to-back attempts to reclaim it at Bird Spectacular and Recall. Hasn't been for a championship since. He makes that dive perfectly. Whereas Thomas, on the other hand, ever since losing the title at Bird Spectacular, obviously he's had one championship match since then, which was at Summer Solstice, and he fell short again. Chop across the chest. So ever since losing their titles, they've not been able to reclaim them, even after giving multiple opportunities to reclaim them. So could one of them be eyeing up a return to the top of their respective divisions with a victory here tonight? It's Thomas who comes out on top there. Look for that moonsault to the spine. One. Kick out at one. Takes a leg from underneath him. Of course, we have plenty of championship matches heading your way tonight. Spinebuster connects. Two. Kick out at two this time. Scythe looking for that Reaper's grasp. And as it locked in, Thomas managed to squirm his way out of it. I thought he was going to try and aim for the ropes, but he just managed to punch his way out of it. And just drops Samuel Scythe. There he comes. Clothesline after clothesline. Catches the foot. Takes the other leg from underneath him. Trying to get the crowd behind him right now. Roaring at them. Could he be looking for knighthood, maybe? Nope, dropkick instead of missile dropkick. He has to follow Scythe now outside the ring. And so we've got both tag titles on the line. We've got the GB title on, we've got the DKE title on the line tonight. We've got the Apex title on the line, which is obviously our main event. It's the Queen of the Ring final. Oh, dragon spinning cutter connects straight on the dome. Inside the ring as well. That's got to add a bit more oomph to that. And here we go. Dragon Slayer being locked in outside. I mean, this will mean nothing even if Samuel Scythe taps, but he does not. He actually gets out of it. It would have meant nothing if he tapped out there, because the ref would have said, look, you're outside the ring. Doesn't count. Count of 7 from the official now. Count of 8. So trying to roar the crowd behind him. Count of 9, and Thomas is back in the ring just in time to get caught with a chop and a drop kick from Samuel Scythe. Also remember, Scythe, a combined reign with 2 DKE Championship reigns under his belt, was 484 days as a champion with 14 successful defences. Obviously, 182 was his original run, and 402 was his second. Thomas, on the other hand, with the Undisputed title, 887 days with 23 successful defences. Here we go. Reaper's Grasp not locked in. Thomas fights out of it this time before it even begins. Rolls up Scythe. 1, 2. No, Scythe just about kicks out. As the first reign lasted 525 days with his Dragon Slayer locked in again. Second one was 362. Scythe taps. Scythe has no choice but to tap. We have a new 2025 King of the Ring, and he is the Dragon King, standing tall once again. Now has an opportunity, a title of his choosing. Didn't even get to run for the GB title or the tag title stats for them. Big weight and grabs. Now it's time to move on to the GB title. Funny enough, as Morgan Jones, first time since September 2024. He's entering a matchup without the title King Morgan, and to top that off, he's walking into this matchup without the GB Championship for the first time since walking into Birth Spectacular this year without a GB title. Of course, this is no ordinary matchup for even Morgan Jones. It looks weird about the crown as well around his head. This is not a normal matchup for Morgan or Marcus Cross here tonight, the GB champion Marcus Cross. Remember, this is an underground matchup. We had one of these back at was it Birthday Spectacular? We had one of these, which was obviously Jessica Walsh versus Megan. Was it Birthday Spectacular? We had one of these. I can't find out my stats actually. I still not written it down. I swear it was Birth Spectacular we had one of these. I swear it was the first time Megan and Jessica went one-on-one after obviously Jessica's return. Yeah, I've got no way I can find it. Just means going back through some other notes instead. While the FEW GB champion for the first time gets to flaunt that GB title around his waist. First free-view event he's entering as a champion. Yeah, it was. I thought it was Birth Spectacular, Jessica versus Megan. So this is the second time I've ever hosted one of these matchups. Jessica is the first one on the women's side to win this type of matchup. So who will be the first on the men's side? And obviously, there's a bit more to it this time than obviously when Jessica and Megan went one-on-one. There was no title on the line. It was just trying to get revenge, really, / just putting obviously your opponent down for good. So this time around, I mean, we've got a championship on the line. It's our first ever championship underground matchup. And of course, the rules are pretty simple with this. You can only win by knockout or submission. There is no pinfalls. There is no disqualifications. There's no countouts. I mean, there is no ropes. You can only win by knocking your opponent out cold or making them tap. Of course, on Showdown just gone, obviously Marcus Cross versus Jeff Greybeard. Morgan sat in and watched before obviously ambushing Marcus Cross mid-match, causing the no contest. Of course, that fight ended with Marcus Cross laying out Morgan Jones with a crossfire. So, will that be the same outcome tonight? Or can Morgan Jones survive and reclaim the GB Championship and become the first ever No, it would be the second ever, three-time GB champion, who joined the likes of Daniel Baxter, who himself this year became a three-time champion. And that is what is on the line tonight. So you go, here's the rules of this bout. I mean, it doesn't say no disqualification there, but I'm pretty certain there's no disqualification rules. And Morgan Jones straight away striking and bringing down Marcus Cross. He knows this is a must-win for him, because this could be it for his reign as obviously his opportunities at singles champion. Well, specifically this singles championship for a while. I mean, just think, since Daniel Baxter lost the GB Championship at Best Spectacular, obviously he had one rematch back in May at Requel, and ever since then he hasn't really fought for the GB Championship. I mean, he's fought Morgan Jones a couple of times, but he's never fought him for the title since. So, shoulder first off the exposed steel post, because remember, these posts are exposed. It's the equivalent of going into it face first on the outside normally, because there's no padding on these on the inside now. And Morgan knows that, so he's targeting Marcus Cross as best he can to deal the damage, because he wants to become a three-time champion. So I get obviously the GB Championship stats up. Obviously owned by King Morgan at the time, but obviously it's changed that to Morgan Jones as Marcus Cross lays him out now. Obviously, first run as a champion was 141 days, which, wasn't too bad to be fair. I mean, looking at this, it's like the third best, really, as a GB champion. As he locks in a submission now. But Marcus Cross gets out of it. Whereas his second reign, the reign that just ended by Marcus Cross, his crossfire, only lasted for 127 days. So to be fair, he got a combined total of 268, which is, where you combine reigns, it is our second longest, GB Championship reign. And he had 5 successful championship defences as champion, which, isn't too bad, really. Marcus Cross, of course, on 29 days right now, looking to get through this and make it to, I believe, 58. Super kick connects. I think Marcus Cross was about to target the head once again, but Morgan got back to his feet just in time to save himself as he's trying to look to send Marcus Cross. No. Oh, stars and stripes from the top of the ring to the outside. Stars and stripes, German suplex. He was looking for it again, and Marcus Cross got out of the way just in time there. Now barrels him in full speed into the barricade, and a Uranagi connects. Maybe looking for a crossfire. Trying to end this pretty early here. Crossfire connects, but Morgan is still in this. He's not out cold. The ref would have called it if Morgan was out. Marcus was there with the headbutts. He realises he needs more than just a single crossfire to knock out Morgan Jones. And Morgan himself here, looking for a bit of damage. Oh, looking for an ankle lock submission. Morgan looking for the opposite. Marcus Cross is looking for the knockout blow, but Morgan is looking to make Marcus tap. And I feel like that is probably a bit more, obviously, because of how much Morgan currently hates Marcus Cross, is looking for the spy shot. Now he's looking for stars and stripes, but Marcus Cross counters out of it. And again, second crossfire connects. I mean, look at this. How is Morgan not out cold right now? And the action taken to the other side of the ring. Marcus Cross looking maybe to put Morgan for the table, possibly. He's got him up there. Maybe looking to completely destroy Morgan here to make sure he's never coming back for the title. But Morgan fighting back. Marcus Cross fighting back himself now. 2 back-to-back punches. Morgan counters. Marcus counters. DDT. Oh, no, counter for Morgan this time. And he sends Marcus Cross crashing to the floor. Cross now wailing away at the top of the back of the head. Like, looking for some sort of knockout there. Again, eyeing up this table. Possibly, as I say, wanting to put Morgan through it. And I think he's debating himself. He's like, do I put him through this and try and end it that way? Or do we go for another crossfire? And he's going for another crossfire instead. 3rd time's the charm. And it's over. Marcus Cross successfully retained the FEW Championship. Took 3 crossfires, I might add. But he put down Morgan Jones and retained the gold. Or blue, in this case. It's the first championship bout in the books for tonight, and it ends in the favour of the champion. Now it's time for the FEW Women's Tag Titles. April and Mia looking to have a different outcome to what they had at Summer Solstice. And they go after the tag titles once again. Around the waist of Texas the Kingdom, who, remember, debuted at this event last year, where they attacked Ice Cold Witch following their successful retention of the tag titles. Well, this is obviously their first full year in FEW, and they're looking to end that first full year on a high note. As obviously still your reigning, defending FEW Women's Tag Champions. I mean, that would be a really big win, really, because it's very rare we have someone come in. Obviously, not getting the start of FEW. I mean, like more of as the years have gone by in FEW, we've not really had new stars come in and make such an impact on the division, and as Texas the Kingdom have with the women's tag team division. I mean, they came in, as I say, last September at the first ever Battle of the Gods event. Didn't compete, as I said, they just attacked Ice Cold Witch, the then tag team champions. They faced them the following month at Night of Scares. They fell short in the ladder match, but at Collision Course, they took the gold off them, and they've held them successfully since, pretty much winning every matchup that they've been asked to do with the titles. Obviously, they've both tried singles divisions recently. They're obviously back in July. Obviously, Atlas Dragon Shield went into the Chamber of Champions matchup, and obviously Sarah Hawk went for the DKE title. Of course, both fell short, but it just shows that they seem to be better together than apart. So now April and Mia looking to take the gold from them and even impact themselves on this tag division. That neither have really had a massive impact on the women's division as overall. I mean, Mia had a decent impact earlier this year when she fought Hayden multiple times, including that first ever ambulance matchup on the women's side, which was a really great matchup. but neither have held singles titles. Neither have had a massive impact. Say, April was in the original Queen of the Ring tournament, if you remember, last year, but had to drop out in the obviously before the semi-final because she got injured in round 1. I mean, it worked in her benefit because she obviously got herself a championship matchup after that when she came back, but she hasn't really done much since then, apart from obviously piss off Hayden multiple times. Of course, Atlas and Sarah, 302 days currently as the women's tag team champions, with 7 successful championship defenses to their name. I mean, they've knocked off the likes of Ice Cold Witch, Megan and Sophie Walsh, obviously April and Mia, Paranormal Life, Emily Kay and Olivia Kyle. They pretty much knocked. I'm pretty sure they beat the Union as well. So they pretty much like defeated everyone thrown at them in this tag division. So can they continue this domination against April and Mia tonight and make it 2 out of 2 against them? The challengers looking forward to this one tonight. The champions are showing that they don't give a crap whatsoever. They want their domination to continue, and to do that they need to go through April and Mia again. After they issue that open challenge saying, look, we've got no challenges for Battle of Gods. Whoever wants to step up, go for it, we don't care. We'll knock you back down. Of course, April and Mia were the first ones to say, look, we just fought you at, obviously, Summer Solstice. We want another shot at those tag titles. And it's going to be Mia and Sarah Hawk starting this matchup. Mia Russo taking down Sarah. Sends her into the rope. Looks for a clothesline. Maybe not. Takes it down a different way instead. Looked like it was going to be a clothesline at first, but last second change of thoughts really. Mia pushing Sarah to her limits very early on in this matchup, and she's quickly tagging out now to get April in this fight. It's funny because obviously April Rockwell moved to the women's tag division from the singles division. Almost count 2 there. And obviously August Rockwell and Max Rockwell also just have done the same now. Returning back to where they started. Sarah needs to get out of this matchup as quick as possible. She's not got into this fight once. She needs the strength of Atlas right now. She managed to make the save then. Rolls through, looking for a pinfall attempt here. What? Oh, no. She tried to jackknife her there, but... Oh, double knee to the face. She needs to get out of this fight now. Here's her opportunity. And she uses it wisely. A lot of times, obviously, they feel like the momentum's behind them. And they start, obviously, you start to carry on fighting. But Sarah did the right thing there. Realised, I've got the momentum, but I need to get Atlas in. And it worked for about 5 seconds as April is now taking the fight straight to Atlas. Tag champs have not got into this fight at all so far. This has been all the challenges. Knee strike to the face. Double stomp to the gut. DDT connects. This is not what Atlas or Sarah would have wanted heading into this matchup. 1. Kick out before 2 there. And if I'm being honest, Atlas needs a tag out now. She needs Sarah back in. Unless she can pull off an onslaught here. Since April into the corner. Nope. Oh, yeah, I thought she just gave up then. She changed her mind instead. Looking for the moonsault. Thought she'd lost all her strength for a second there. She kind of lifted her up very slightly and just dropped her instantly. And Sarah tags back in. Tandem offense now from the tag team champions. Punch to the gut. Sarah puts her in the corner. Oh, straight face first down. Kick up as well. Moonsault of her own connects. 1, 2, kick out from April. Wasn't as much of a split leg moonsault like Atlas's one. It was more of a very quick, fast paced one because she realised April was starting to crawl to her corner, so she had to make it quick and painful, and that is what she did. There's Sarah probably looking to tag out again here. Gets Atlas back in. This is the tandem offense that April and Mia did not want to get into. Because when Protects the Kingdom get rolling, there's only ever one outcome. And that is them retaining the gold. Atlas with the elbow drop. Sarah tags back in again. As I said, this is what they wanted to avoid. April is getting dominated right now. But Sarah just screwed herself over a little bit there. She kind of got distracted. I thought she was going to go for a jump. Instead, she was rolling up the fans. But she's managed to get control once again here. She drives down April. 1, 2. Kick out, though, from the challenger. Into the rope. Oh. Heads to the takedown. Nice. April finally gets the tag out. Mia's in there. Sarah does not realise. But she managed to fight out the hold. See Sarah once again getting distracted by the fans. That momentarily cost her. Jumps over, sorry. Underneath she goes. Takes in the... Oh, maybe not. Mia quickly prevents the takedown and punches her in the face instead. Into the rope. Ducks under. Fails that time to land it. Sarah, though, with a flying punch to the face of Mia. They're stomping away in that corner. Not letting Mia out. No, she's got her up again. Face first again. And the kick up followed. I mean, look at the impact of that. April back on the rope now. As we had a tag during that highlight there. Atlas and then the legal combatant. Mia needs to get out of this fight. In comes April. But Atlas clotheslines her into the next week. She clotheslines her into the next week and just walks around and is like, yeah, tags it, I'm done. Oh, double knee to the face of Sarah. 1, 2. Kick out from Sarah Hawk there. April tried to catch her off guard with a double knee to the face. Step kick connects. Mia is now the legal combatant. Kick to the gut. Kick to the gut was that strong it knocked Sarah off her feet. And wisely Mia is dragging Sarah away from that rope. Double knee. Follows up with another double knee. Oh, pulls her hair. Come on, ref. Give her a little warning about that. She literally pulled her by the hair. Big boot drops Sarah. Atlas gets the tag. Just in the nick of time and prevents any damage there. Dropkick does not connect as she wished it would have. Mia using the rope. Dropkick to the side of the face. That's her dropkick connects. Eyeing up Sarah for a second there, who's just climbing out the ring. Mia just drops Atlas. Kick out before even one. You see what I mean there with the arm across the face? That's disrespectful towards the champions. There's a difference between, obviously, this match and the opening matchup. There's no respect whatsoever. Kick out again from Atlas. DDT. Looks to have ended it right there. But Sarah comes flying in with a save. April now gets the tag in. What more can Atlas do here to get back into this fight? I mean, if anything, she needs to land the DB driver, and that should give them a bit of leeway in this fight. Either that or protect their kingdom. Sarah is now back in this fight. And so I mean, here we go. This is what they needed. They needed to protect their kingdom. 1, 2. Was that a kick out or was that the stomp? I think April kicked out of that. I don't think I've ever seen anyone kick out of that. It's usually the only way they get out of it is their partner basically saving them. April saves herself there. Oh, future sight. Future sight connects. But Atlas is there to save the day. Mia gets the tag in. I mean, this is for either team to really win this now. Both have hit some of their big moves. Mia again just drives down Sarah. So both have hit their big moves. So this can go either way right now. This is not favouring either team, really. Drop kick straight to the face. April gets the tag in. She's gonna have to go back out though, because Sarah has taking a quick breather outside. She gets out the way, the knee strike, and just flies straight into April there. And now she's taking the fight to Mia. Stunned her on the rope. The champs are in charge now. The challengers are both down. As Atlas gets the tag in. April finally getting into the ring now. It's April versus Atlas. And face first, she drives her down. Atlas's turn now to roll out the ring. Mia's trying to drop kick to Sarah. April has took Sarah out. This could be their opportunity. If Mia can get Atlas into the ring in time, this could be their opportunity to win this match. So April has just cross-bodied Sarah Hawk. And Atlas is now all alone. Drives her down. This is their moment. They need to end this right now. Before Sarah can get into this fight. 1, 2. Kick out from Atlas. Atlas is still in this. Sends her into the rope. Fails to duck under. Oh, Sarah's back up. Atlas sends April towards her. Can she get the tag out? She does. She really needed that tag. And they send April as high as possible. And it's April's turn to crash outside as Sarah is on the hunt. Lands a massive drop kick straight to the back. I think April really did feel like you saw her then. She put her hand to her back and was like, damn, that really hurt. And she gets driven down once again by Sarah Hawk. Sarah with a dragon spinning cutter. I mean, look at that. We saw that earlier on the outside as well. And the fight is still going on. We saw that earlier, obviously, with the Samuel Scythe match. He took one of them to the face outside as well. Oh, talking to taking it to the face. Sarah just took that steel post straight to the dome. And the process got busted clean open. Okay, 7 from the official. They need to get back in the... April needs to get back in and get straight back out to break the count. But, well, Sarah's back up, so it's fine. Not a problem. Sends her into the rope. Dropkick connects. Oh, one went in, one went out. Into the rope. Dropkick her own. Looking to end it. 1, 2. April kicks out. She's still in this fight. The tag titles are still up for grabs. April with the counter. Can she use it to her advantage? Face first to turnbuckle. Slams her down. She got planned mid-rope. She wants Sarah to her feet, whatever she got planned. Oh, double knee from the mid-rope. This could be it. 1. Nope, not a 2 count. Atlas with a save. A double knee code breaker from the mid-rope was possibly would have been enough, if I'm being honest with you. Oh, future sight's definitely going to be enough. 1, 2, 3. We have new FEW Women's Tag Team Champions. April, Rockwell and Mia Russo have finally brought an end to the reign that protects the kingdom. And they're your new FEW Women's Tag Team Champions on their second try of doing so. First title change of the night is in the women's division. Congratulations to our new champions. Now it's time for the DK title to be put on the line inside a steel cage. Raphael wants another shot at Ian Parker and the DK Championship, similar to obviously April and Mia just. So Raphael will be hoping for the same sort of outcome because he failed at some of Solstice to take out Ian Parker. But can he do so tonight? Inside the steel cage where pinfall submission still counts, but you can also escape the cage. So you do have that other option of winning this fight. Ian, of course, at 155 days currently as DK champion, which is our 4th longest run as DK champion. Which is Samuel Scythe owns spot number 1 / technically spot number 2 if you count. Obviously, him and Bob technically is the same spot because they both had the same one. So, to an extent, actually, he's the 3rd longest reign as DK champion because 2 of them are the exact same length. So, Raphael been looking to end Ian Parker's reign, which began, of course, at Birthday Spectacular when he defeated Bob and Samuel Scythe for the title. Ian, of course, currently on 4 successful defences with this championship belt. So far, he's knocked off Samuel Scythe, he's knocked off Bob, he's knocked off Sarah Hawk, and obviously knocked off Raphael. So can he add Raphael to that list and make it 5 out of 5 here tonight? Here he comes anyway, our DK champion. Into his first ever steel cage matchup. He's fought obviously at War, obviously at All Out War. He's never fought inside a generic basic steel cage. Let's see how tonight goes for him. You've already had 1 championship change hands. You've had 1 championship stay around the waist of a champion. It's our 3rd championship matchup of the night. 3rd of 5 championship matchups. How will this one differ? So don't forget we still have the FEW tag titles on the line. So Express and Mystery going 2-on-2. And on top of that we still have the Apex title heading your way. And obviously, we've also got the Undisputed FEW Championship. I forgot about that. I completely forgot about that. Obviously, Arthur Wayne still has to defend as well in a bit. So our third championship matchup tonight. We still have 3 more to go following this. So far, it's 1 apiece. 1 retention, one brand new champion. How will this matchup go? I mean, you got to think the momentum's behind Ian Parker. I mean, he knows how to defeat Raphael one-on-one. But obviously that steel cage is the difference factor here tonight. Could this be Ian Parker relinquishing the title for the last time? Will it be Dimensions Collide or Gold Rush that brings an end to this championship bout? Cage is down. Both men are locked in. Remember, pinfall submission, going over the top of the cage or going through the door is your only ways to walk out of this matchup with a victory. And Ian Parker very early on here, looking to try and climb out while Raphael is down. The champ trying to escape very quickly, but Raphael, he's going for a powerbomb maybe? Yes, he does. Powerbomb connects. So the only way Ian Parker is going to escape the cage really is if he gets to the top before Raphael even gets to his feet. Because remember, Raphael is a very tall individual. So as shown then, he didn't even need to climb the ropes to drag Ian Parker down. Just had to reach him and in. Trying to get the cage door open now. Must not be feeling this matchup really. Must be trying to think of, you know what, need to get this done as quick as possible. Maybe he's not 100%. So he's trying to end it as quick as he can as he sends Raphael into that steel. Which does hurt a lot when you go into that force. And Ian now has Raphael pinned and just like 1-2, 1-2. Now he's going for a pinfall this time. Kick out before even 1. Into the rope. Clothesline just clobbers into the floor. I tell you what the fans are probably hoping for. They're probably hoping for a gold rush from the top of the steel cage. I mean, I love Ian Parker, but I'd love to see that. A gold rush from the top of the cage. As he gets splashed in the corner. Sends into the rope. Ducks into the clothesline, but gets clobbered in the rebound. I mean, that would be a great way to end the fight, if I'm being honest with you. Raphael's taking control now of this fight. Has Ian exactly where he wants him. Stomped the upper chest there. No, knee that time. I thought he was going for the gold rush, but I think he kind of like converted it mid-jump because he realised, I'm not going to actually connect properly with a gold rush here. I need to go with the knee instead. And it's pretty wise of Raphael, who gets dropped there by the kick, and Ian saying, this is done. I've had enough now. This fight's over. It's time for him to go to sleep. Remember, Dimensions Collide is what Ian used to end this bout the first time. He drops Raphael over the knee. Anaconda Vice. Locked in tight right now. But Raphael is not giving up that easy. A knee stroke straight to the spine. Drives him down. Oh, gold rush. Gold rush. 2, 3. We have a new DKE champion. Raphael just made short work of Ian Parker. Ian must have not been 100% heading into this matchup. because Raphael just made short work of him and stripped him of the DKE Championship. I mean, I'm upset the gold rush wasn't from higher up, but, you know, you win some, you lose some. In this case, Raphael won and Ian Parker lost. So that's 2 brand new champions crowned tonight. Up next, the FEW tag titles on the line. Down to our final 3 championship matches. Stud Express looking to continue their reign. We've already had 2 pretty reasonable reigns ended back to back. But we have a 3rd one now. So it's 2 in favour of brand new champions. So can Mystery make it 3? They've never beaten Stud Express before. They've never been FEW Tag Team Champions before. Is tonight the night for the new #1 contenders who, of course, won that fatal 4-way on FEW Showdown? No, burp while I was trying to say that. Always happens at the worst times. Stops my momentum as I'm trying to speak. Obviously, yes, they won that fatal 4-way, which included Golden Jag, included the Rockwells, and Deadly Bros. It was Mystery in the end that walked out victorious. If I remember correctly, they pinned Max Rockwell to earn this fight with Stud Express. There's a lot of history between Stud Express and Mystery. Trying to find out as the Studs make their entrance. Connor, James, the FEW Tag Team Champions, who, if they win tonight, as I've stated many times, will officially hold the record for the longest reigning FEW Tag Team Champions in a single run. I believe they beat the record by 2 days when we hit Night of Scares next month, which, by the way, is coming to you a bit later than normal. It's going to be on the Sunday, that is, the last Sunday of October, rather than the Saturday night. I'm trying to find the last time they fought Mystery. Right, the last time Stud Express defended these titles against Mystery was Recall 2024, which obviously ended, as I say, in Stud Express victorious, but of course it was the return of the Draconic Empire that was a talking point of that matchup. So over a year since these 2 teams have squared up for the tag titles. Can Mystery make history tonight? See what I did there? Yeah, no, but I'll sit in the quiet corner for a bit. Right, timeout's over. Obviously, Stud Express currently, obviously, at I believe 519 days is that they're at. Oh, then White kind of beating up Gabriel. I'll have a quick run down here of my notes. Yeah, I think about 519 days. As James lands that crossbody and a senton. Stud's shown what they are. It's the best tag team we have right now in the men's division. Of course, being the best does not always mean you're going to win. As Connor lands a flying elbow there. Because he protects the kingdom with the best in the women's division. Until April and Mia shocked them 2 fights ago. Say if Conor and James win tonight, as Conor lands a crossbody perfectly there, they will officially hit 548 days as FEW Tag Team Champions. I do believe they either... Oh, crossbody from James this time, assisted crossbody. They either equal or go one above, obviously Alex and Ari, sorry, in terms of successful defenses as James lands the powerbomb to Fernandez. Knee to the face. So I think they're either on 12 or 13 successful defenses right now. So they'll either equal Alex and Ari, who are on 13 before they obviously lost the titles, or they'll go one above them on 14. As my stats are not always fully correct. There might be one off. It's Fernandez with the elbow drop to the back of James. James moved at the wrong time. He should have just took it to the hit to the front. But it took a lot out of Fernandez to do that. Both men struggling to their feet now. James sent to the rope. German suplex connects. But James reaches for Conor, who was reaching out for him and asking for the tag. Chop across the chest, sends Fernandez to the ground. As if they want to beat Alex and Ari in terms of like overall time as tag team champions, they've got Conor, sorry, has got a armbar locked in there. Fernandez shifts his weight and gets out of it. They need to reach 692 days. So they need over another, what's that? So if they get through tonight, say they get through tonight, so that's 548 to make. They'll need another 144 days, I believe that is, as German suplex connects to Conor here. One, Gabriel held through as well for the pin attempt. Conor with the elbow and the kick up. One of his biggest moves he always likes to do. Show his athleticism. In fact, he can just throw himself and just instantly get back with a nice little kick up. I thought he was looking for the ghost kick there, but he changed his mind. So I think it's no 144 days. I think they require to beat Alex and Ari. Oh, here we go. All aboard the Stud Express. Fernandez changed his mind there. Free retention. Fernandez went for Conor for some reason. He ignored his tag team partner. I feel like maybe Conor said something that pissed him off, and he targeted Conor instead. Unusual end there to the matchup. Trying to kind of work out when they could break Alex and Ari's overall record. They'd have to go into next year, March at least. You have to get to, if they wanted to break, obviously, the record. But next up, obviously, we have the Undisputed FEW Championship on the line. Arthur Wayne defending as the new number one contender, Alex Wolf, who, of course, sorry, Adam Wolf, sorry, not Alex Wolf. Too many other Alexes in this company. Obviously, who won the Fatal 5-Way, which included Alex Boyd, Leon, Creek Giant, and Alistair Farfax, to earn the right to face Arthur Wayne here tonight. Right, okay. If Stud Express want to break the overall record that Alex and Ari have set, they'd need to make to Friday the 20th of March, I believe I worked it out correctly. That will break the record by 1 day. The obviously combined reign, at least, by 1 day. So that'll be 693 days since they became champions. I mean, it's a big ask, but we'll see if it is possible. Wayne looks for another successful retention in this Undisputed Championship. Like, he obviously won back at that spectacular when he defeated the then champion Thomas, who of course is now the King of the Ring. It could be once again in Arthur's future. Arthur currently at 158 days as champion. A win tonight was skyrocketing to 187 days, which will put him in pretty much walking distance of, or at least like a fast walking distance of obviously Bob. And his reign is obviously Undisputed Champion, so his reign was 213 days. So victory for tonight for Arthur, I believe, will equal Bob's record. Because he won in May, June, July, August. Yep, a victory here tonight would mean he'd equal Bob's record in terms of defences with the Undisputed Championship. I say Bob ended up on 213 days before he dropped his title. So Arthur gets through tonight. He isn't too far off, really. Another month and a bit. Obviously after our next event at least. That's how it easily work them out. Just work it from event to event. Now we're only doing the events at the end of the month. So victory at Night of Scares will put him in breathing distance, really. I think he needs to get to at least Christmas Brawl to overtake Bob as the second longest ever Undisputed Champion. But can Adam Wolf shock him tonight and take that belt from him? Of course, don't forget we still have the Queen of the Ring final heading your way after this, which is the guest referee matchup. And don't forget, it's also Clothesline Connects for the Apex title, which hasn't had the best of history in FEW as of late. I mean, our longest reign is the reign that ends, obviously, tonight, which is 155 days. It's the only reign that's lasted more than 100 days, and obviously, don't forget, we've had multiple time champions in that division. Hasn't had the best history, so hopefully whoever wins tonight can have a bit of a better luck with it than the prior champions, other than obviously Hayden I'm talking about. Is Arthur stretching away at Adam Wolf's arm here, trying to snap the tendons in his muscle. Brings him down. Arthur once again here showing he's a fighting champion. I mean, I may hate how he won the title originally, but he has been proving, obviously, defense after defense, how good of a champion he actually is as Adam Wolf pushes him to the corner. Oh, Arthur getting a taste of his own medicine here, as Adam Wolf clobbered him there, and it clobbers him again. And Arthur kept doing that in the Summer Solstice opener. He kept obviously targeting the challenger with hits when the ref had his back turned. Adam Wolf using his strength to outpower Arthur Wayne. Is mouthing off before obviously trying to lock in here on Arthur. Arthur in control though, squeezing away at the head of Adam Wolf. Oh, gets driven down. I say, ever since his first two championship matches, When he became Undisputed Champion, obviously the first title defense gets driven down by Adam Wolf. Obviously, he has been putting some decent performances in that haven't required outside interference for him to claim the belt. So those 2 matches, he had to have outside help. One, to obviously give him the little edge. Obviously, yeah, it wasn't his doing. He didn't ask them to help. It was more just there's a little rivalry going on between the two at that time. But so the Luke Ventura matchup, who did he fight in? Luke Ventura was June. Who did he fight in July? Aaron Wilkins, that was it. And then, of course, Thomas at Summer Solstice. Those 3 matchups, KK for 2. He has proven in those that he doesn't require outside help. He can get the job done himself. Just takes a Dark Storm or 2 as a powerbomb connects. Obviously, in case of Summer Solstice, it took it was about 3 or 4 Dark Storms in the end before he became the last man standing as he just slams down, Adam Wolf. He's trying to get back to his feet right now, but gets a shoulder tackle for his troubles. And Arthur's telling him, come on, get back to your feet. Get back to your feet right now as he's looking to take flight as he lands the crossbody perfectly. Stomps him down. Pushing him back down, actually, there. Oh, here we go. That knockout blow to the back of the head. That elbow. Vicious strike to the back of the head. And Arthur is not done right now. Wants him back to his feet. Crossbody does not connect. Adam Wolf gets out of the way just at the last second. Face first, the champion goes off the apron. I feel like if that crossbody had landed, Adam's night would have been over. Now it's his turn to head up. As Arthur rolls all the way out of Adam's reach, really. Up on his shoulder he goes. One, two, kick out at 2 there. Getting angry now. He's getting really angry. Wants Arthur to his feet. Wants to end this and become a champion right now. Slams Arthur down. Top rope he goes, but he wants Arthur to his feet. The champ is in flying distance right now and bulldozes his way through him. 1, 2. Arthur though with a kick out. Elbow to the back. That was vicious. That was frustration on behalf of Adam Wolf there. Powerbomb connects. So he hoped that would have been it. And the frustration got to the better of him, basically. Knee to the face. Deadlifts him. Oh, just drives him down. Brutally drives him down, I might add. And Arthur Wayne's face cleanly busted open when he landed roughly there. Adam, looking for the apocalyptic there. But Arthur saved himself from what would have been a championship ending moment. And then turns it maybe into championship winning moments with Dark Storm. But he knows that that's not it. He needs to do a little bit more to end this fight. Turnbuckle goes to the face of Adam Wolf. Now Arthur, I think he would have won this on Dark Storm. I think that's just him sending a message to Adam Wolf to don't mess with me. 2, 3, and that message has been sent. I think it was a mixture of a message of don't mess with me / don't ever step up to this title as undesigned champion ever again. So we are now at 3 in favour of pretensions in terms of championship matches. But of course now, technically, because a new champion will be crowned, we'll have, for the first time I feel like ever, we'll have like 3 championship successful defences / 3 championship championships changing hands, as our special guest referee for the Queen of the Ring final is making her way to the ring now. Our longest reign Undisputed FEW Women's Champion, technically still our longest reign Apex Champion, as she relinquishes that title tonight. Whoever wins this Queen of the Ring final will become the brand new Apex Champion. She will be the one to hand in the belt. She will be the one to make the pinfall. The Kent pinfall, sorry. She had a successful defense against Sophie Walsh on Showdown last week. Matchup that which was very close, I might add, to Sophie becoming champion. One more psychokinesis probably would have ended the reign of the champion and possibly could have changed this whole matchup. The Apex title probably wouldn't have even been on the line. Obviously, the Apex title being on the line for this was not put into place very early, but we knew for a fact that it could change if Sophie became champion, because it obviously wouldn't necessarily have stripped her of the title that soon. But obviously Hayden wants to focus fully on the Undisputed title, so that's why she's given up the Apex title here tonight. And first up is Olivia Kyle, who knocked off Madison Weaver and I forget round 1. Madison Weaver was semi-final, and round 1 was Samantha. That was it to get to this point. I forgot to do that in the fucking men's one. I forgot to point out Scythe and Thomas's route to the final, and both had pretty intriguing routes. I say Olivia went through Madison last round. She went through Samantha the first round. She's now got Jessica Rogue between her and not only Queen of the Ring, but also the Apex Championship. And now here comes the challenge, obviously her opponent, not challengers, neither one of the champions technically, her opponent, someone who has history as a champion, of course, when obviously Hayden obviously took time off from FEW back in 2023. It was Jessica Rogue, was the interim women's champion from obviously October 2023 all the way till February 2024. She does have history as a champion, so you gotta favour her maybe in this matchup. Plus, former Chamber Champions winner, so you know what I mean. The odds are pretty stacked against Olivia Kyle tonight. So can she pull off an underdog story really? Of course, Jessica Rogue went through Becca Mason in the semi-final and defeated Nora Hooper in round 1 to get here. So who walks away Queen of the Ring? Who walks away the brand new FEW Apex Champion? Olivia Kyle or Jessica Rogue? What a way to wrap up Battle of the Gods. It's been an incredible night. So we've crowned the brand new King of the Ring. We've crowned 2 brand new champions, obviously DKE Champion and Women's Tag Team Champions. Obviously we've seen the GB Championship, we've seen the Tag Team Championships, we've seen the Undisputed Championship all be successfully retained in pretty decent matches. So what a way to wrap us out tonight. A guest referee matchup to crown the 2025 Queen of the Ring and the brand new Apex Champion. See, one of these women will follow in the footsteps of Hayden, of course, who last year became Queen Hayden. Jessica makes the first pin attempt. 1, 2, no, just one. It's another thing actually I forgot to point out in the King of the Ring matchup, the fact that one of them was going to follow in the footsteps of Morgan, who became King Morgan after that. 1, 2, no, again, just a one. Getting overzealous there. I keep thinking it's a 2 count, but no, it's just a 1 count. It's Olivia with the moonsault. Doesn't need the ropes to land one of them. Pure athleticism on her behalf. Sends Jessica into that rope. Backspin and elbow. Submission? Is that a submission attempt? No, it's not. It couldn't have been a submission attempt because obviously Jessica had no chance of tapping there as Senton connects there from Olivia Kyle. Whoop, kick out before even 1. The referee did not get there in time. Hayden didn't get into position just quick enough. I mean, it's the first time she's been a referee. I mean, we've only ever had one guest referee matchup prior to this as a leg drop connects. And it's always followed up with a second spinning leg drop. And the last time we had a guest referee match was I believe All Out War. Was it All Out War 2024? Either All Out War or Reek War, which was obviously for the DKE Championship. It was Samuel Scythe versus Steve. I want to say All Out War because obviously Reek War was the tag team match. So yeah, All Out War was the last time we had a guest referee match. And it was Alex Boyd, the former DKE champion, was a guest referee of that fight. As Jessica looks to end this right now. 1, 2, kick out 2 that time. So it's been over a year since we've had a guest referee matchup. I mean, I feel like we could do more of them. I feel like since we're cutting back on shows for a bit, I feel like we could have a bit more fun with using some of these other match types. As Olivia Carl slams down Jessica Rogue. Olivia lining up the run here. She can see the opportunity, but she doesn't take it. She does not take like a... I would have gone for like maybe a splash or a double knee to the spine, but powerbomb connects instead. But she took too long debating what she wanted, and she lands another senton. I always feel like she's falling when she's doing, like, failing, when she's doing that, because it looks like she slips, and it's like a last minute fuck, I'll throw myself in the whichever direction is possible. Oh, come off it. 1. Kick out at 1. The ref sadly didn't get see that. Olivia Carl slammed her down. Looks at a pin again. 3rd pin in a row now. 1. Just a 1 count. I mean, I feel like if obviously Hayden had saw the feet on the rib, she would have called it and said, look, no, I'm not counting that. Olivia Carl was sneaky, very sneaky about it. Oh, armbar locked in here. Olivia needs to reach for the rope. Or, I think she did. I think she reached for the rope. And obviously, the ref spotted that and smartly broke it up. And here we go. Crossbow connects. Says she won the last round. But Olivia's foot is under the rope and the ref spots it. And it's a good call from the ref. I can't argue against that. It was a really good call on her behalf. Sweeps the leg from under Olivia. She's got in mind here. I went for another kick, but Olivia, with a counter and the spinning leg, drives down Jessica Rogue. Stomping on the fingertips. Jessica struggling to her feet here. Using the rope for a bit of assistance here is Olivia Kyle. She just hangs up Jessica Rogue to dry. 1, 2, kick out from Jessica Rogue. She stays in this. Jessica looking to be the second woman to obviously hold both the... Oh, drop kick connects and busts open Olivia Kyle. Second woman to ever hold the both women's singles championships. Even if she was interim women's champion, it still basically counts as the main championship to an extent. As Jessica's heading up. Elbow drop connects. 1, 2, 3 was enough. Not only is Jessica Rogue the 2025 Queen of the Ring, she's also the brand new FEW Apex Champion, and the former champion just handed her the belt as Jessica finally, for the first time since 2023, holds gold in FEW. Nothing against Olivia, she's put up a good fight, and then it's Jessica using her experience to stand tall. And that is it for FEW Battle of the Gods. A Battle of the Gods that saw Thomas become the brand new King of the Ring, and now has an opportunity at a singles championship of his choosing. We then saw Marcus Cross defend his GB Championship successfully after knocking out Force of Habit, Morgan Jones. We then saw April and Mia be crowned the brand new FEW Women's Tag Team Champions after defeating Protectors of the Kingdom. We saw Raphael become the brand new DKE Champion after defeating Ian Parker. We then saw Stud Express successfully defend the FEW Tag Titles against Mystery and officially, as I said in the opening, break the record for the longest ever tag title reign in FEW history, in a single run at least. I mean, they've got a lot to catch up to if they want to catch up to Alex and Ari as an overall, but in terms of a single reign, they've got the record now, because we don't have another show until Night of Scares. We then saw Arthur Wayne successfully defend that Undisputed FEW Championship against Adam Wolf. Then our main event saw Queen Hayden crown Jessica Rogue as the brand new Queen of the Ring, and also the brand new FEW Apex Champion. So we had 3 new champions crowned tonight, which is excellent. And of course, we had 2 new members of Royalty crowned. So, I mean, we had a great Battle of the Gods pay-per-view, or free-for-you event, sorry. So now we're looking towards next month, our obviously only show next month, which is, of course, Night of Scares. And, obviously, I forgot. It's 9 matches, heading your way next month. I've only scheduled 9, and we're kicking off next month with the Undisputed FEW Championship on the line in a tables matchup. We're going to have a bit of fun with these, since we've only got 1 show a month, we're going to have a bit of fun there. So it's a tables matchup between the current Undisputed Champion, Arthur Wayne, and Alex, former FEW Tag Team Champion, has his first, obviously, another crack at a singles championship, the first time he's had one since facing Bob back at Proving Ground for the DKE Championship, little burp there. We then followed up with an 8-woman Halloween Battle Royale, which will include Amelia, Isabella, Nicole, Abigail, Sophia, Megan, Lily, and Emily. So they'll be competing in a Battle Royale with the winner earning a shot at a championship. And then we have the FEW tag titles on the line. Stud Express, obviously a day after they broke the record, and we're looking to extend their record even further. They were facing the Rockwells, the team of Max and August Rockwell. And we have the FEW GB Championship on the line. Eduardo looks to be to following Morgan's footsteps and bring the GB Championship back to Del Strike as he faces the current champion Marcus Cross. We now have the Apex title on the line. Olivia wants another shot at Jessica Rogue, and this time she will get it. And obviously, there's no Queen, obviously, a title obviously above either of them, because it's Queen Jessica now, and she'll be defending in her first ever Apex Championship matchup. She'll be defending the Apex Championship for the first ever time. That's the word I'm after there. Sorry, my brain just kind of shut down while saying that. A lot of words went from my mouth then, and it kind of shut it down. We then have the DKE Championship on the line. Thomas used his King of the Ring victory to obviously challenge the newly crowned DKE champion Raphael, because the DKE Championship is one title he has not ever won, and it looks to bring an end to Raphael's reign very quickly. We then have an 8-man Halloween Gauntlet heading your way, which will see Matthew, Robert Lane, Christian Vega, Lucifer, Shard, Ari, Parker North, and Knight competing, with the winner earning themselves a championship match. And then our main event was the Undisputed FEW Women's Championship on the line, which will see Lucy take on the current champion Hayden, who's just never seems to want to lose that title. She'll be facing her in a coffin match, the first ever women's coffin match in FEW. As I said, having a bit of fun here. I mean, we've got tables match, a coffin match, 2 big battle royale / gauntlet matches, tornado tag matches, we're having fun considering obviously there's no showdown. So yeah, obviously that is it for Battle of Gods. I hope you enjoyed tonight's show, and I hope to see you next time for Night of Scares. So until then, goodbye.
If you like what you've seen, don't be afraid to throw us a little like and subscribe. That's always very appreciated over here. And well, I'll see you on the next video.